First of all, boil the potatoes in some water and salt for about 8 to 10 minutes. While we wait for our potatoes to boil, let's see what other ingredients we will need for this wonderful potato dish. First of all, I have here 1 onion sliced. I have mushrooms. These are oysters mushroom, and I'll have a little bit of button mushrooms. Today I feel like having some broccoli, so I have some broccoli blanched in water. And for some meat, I have here beef brisket strips, which I cut in squares, small bits. And I have what's very important, fresh dill and fresh parsley. I love fresh dill and parsley in this dish. And then we have the spices. What goes into this dish are, we have some chili flakes, crushed black peppers, paprika, cayenne for a bit of heat. Well, of course the chili flakes have heat in it, but you can, if you don't like hot, you don't have to put cayenne in it. I like hot. And I have some dried dill and dried parsley and a little bit of salt and some chicken granules or chicken stock powder. Now what I do is I like to have all these ingredients mixed all up, right, ready, because when it's cooking, right, it really goes really fast. So I like to mix it all up already. In fact, I have them made in a big batch, right, and I keep them in a jar like this. First, we will also need some olive oil, some water to brown the onions. Into the hot skillet, put in some olive oil so that our potatoes won't stick to the pan, right? And then we are going to place our half-cooked boiled potato, which we have already sliced up. We're going to put them down in a single layer. And what we're going to do is we're going to brown this potato slices. Right, I'm going to put it all in, and then I'll come back later when it's ready to be turned. Okay. As you can see, now the potatoes are browning already at the bottom, so maybe a bit overdone, but okay, we're going to turn it all over and continue to roast the other side. And I'll do this and come back to you in a little while. Now we have all our potatoes all nicely pan roasted. Now into the skillet, I've already put in some olive oil and then my beef brisket. You can use beef bacon or turkey bacon or any kind of bacon that you like, or maybe some sausages would be good as well. And now we are going to put in our onions. In goes the onion. What we're going to do is to caramelize the onion. Now it's really easy to caramelize onions if we use this method by using water. Now what I'm doing is just stirring the onions together with the oil a little bit, and then I'm just going to let it roast on the pan in a nice thin layer. on medium high heat, okay? And I'm gonna leave it there for a few minutes until it's slightly brown at the bottom. Now once you put the onion, do not disturb it. Let it brown on its own. Now that it's a little bit, I can see it's a little bit brown at the bottom. I'm just gonna stir it up a little bit, right? And now I see some of it has already browned. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to pour in a little bit of water. And then we let it brown some more. Now that the water is all dried up again, we stir it a bit more. And you can see the color is darker now. So what we will do is pour some more water. And we will continue to do this maybe 2 more times until we get nicely caramelized onions. Let it be. Now the water is dried up again. We stir it all up again and we do it one more time with the water. Pour in and let it caramelize again. Now you see my onions are all nicely caramelized. It's really nice now. So I'm going to just put it aside a bit and I'm going to put my mushrooms, right? Try to put them in layer. Don't crowd it because we want to have the barbecue flavor. It's nice to have the barbecue roasted mushroom flavor. And then I'm just gonna add just like a few drops of olive oil, and then now once you brown the other side, then you can turn it and stir it all up. Okay, now brown it a bit. Onion on top. Right. Some more. There. Try to put them in a single layer. Have them touching the pan so that you can roast one side. Now once it's brown on the other side, so you can see it's browning a bit, so we're going to just stir the whole thing up then. Now it's alright to stir them because you already have one side roasted. So once we mix all the mushrooms up, really is almost about it. Now we're going to put in our potatoes. In goes the potato. Mix it all up. All the nice caramelized onion and mushrooms and potato. Now, we have already salted the potato just slightly when we boiled it just now. But, of course, the whole thing needs to be seasoned, right? So, this is where we are going to put in our goodness here, our treasure, all the nice herbs and spices. Now, how much you want to put in is all up to you. It all depends on how you like it, how hot you like it, or how not hot you like it. I like it hot, so I like to put a lot in. So then toss it all around. Once everything, I'm just going to put a little bit in, a bit more. So I like it all seasoned. right? Then really last, we're just gonna put in, I'm not gonna put my vegetable just yet when it's cooking, but because it's already cooked. So now I turn off the heat, and then I will put in my vegetable, which is my broccoli, blanched broccoli. Put it in, stir it all around, and then last we oh dear, I will put in our chopped fresh parsley and dill, and that's about it. Just stir it all up, and here we have a wonderful roasted potato dish. Hope you will enjoy trying it yourself.